Hey guys, did you see the interview with CMR on the Fix? Boy, him never choose a better place to go to give his interview because that so-called interview seemed as if it was fixed. Yes, I'm gonna call it fixed on the fix because as the girl in the red top stated that she's a friend of the family, so I'm gonna say it was just a catch up with friends, right? Because a podcaster like that, this is the second time I'm watching them. I watched it when Vibes Cartel was on there, and no, I saw CMR on there, right? What I know about podcaster is like a professional kind of thing. So when you're gonna do an interview, you sit down with the person, you brief them about the questions that you're gonna be asking, and if they don't want to answer those questions, then you take them off the list. This thing seemed like it was a little hurry come up thing, right? Because the questions that they asked CMR, the one that he attempted to answer, wasn't the answer that people wanted to hear. And he also stated certain questions he doesn't want to answer on camera. So I'm wondering if these podcasters didn't have a briefing with CMR before the camera start rolling. 3 people sat down and let CMR control the interview, telling them what he wanted to answer and what he doesn't want to answer, right? It just kept on bringing up certain things. It's just all about me, 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 right? Even though the interview was about him, but it's more about, he tried more to clean up his image, yes, than answering the questions the way the public would want to hear, yes? He also, during the interview, put his foot in his mouth so many times. The one that stood out for me was when he was talking about his stepdaughter. First he said, I'm not supposed to be talking about this girl, and I'm not supposed to be talking about her, but I'm just gonna say this. She's a good girl, she's obedient. This is the girl who made the allegations against him, and he said the girl is lying. So you're gonna describe the girl as obedient and good girl and all of that, but when she said something about you, it's a lie. This girl can't be these two things, CMR. She's one of them, and which one is she? Is she a liar or she's a good obedient girl? When you said you shouldn't be talking about her, I think you should have listened to your voice and don't talk about her, because speaking about her, yes, tells us that the girl is telling the truth, because you told us that she's a good girl, right? She doesn't like raised voice. You said these things, and then you went back to gloat about case being dropped. And I'm here to tell you that the case being dropped doesn't mean that you're innocent. When they're taking a case to court, because it's taxpayers' money, right? They have to cover all bases. They have to make sure that it's a case that can be won before wasting all the money to prepare this case, get information, and bring it to court before bringing it there, right? Bigger cases than yours have been dropped because there wasn't enough evidence. Dropping the case doesn't mean that they're wiping the slate clean and you get off scotch free, right? There's still a dark cloud hanging over you, CMR. And I'm sure this court place certain rules and stipulations on what you can and can't do, right? And I'm almost sure that one of those things that you can't do is live underneath the same roof as your stepdaughter. Hence the reason why you're now in a different space. Because your family home has black cupboards and the place you're staying has either cream or white cupboards. So the slate is not wiped clean. You're not let off. Yes? There are rules that you have to follow. And I'm going to say I'm almost sure that you can't see any of these children, not even your biological children, without the presence of an appropriate adult. So CMR, calm yourself down. Yes? Seek the help you need and stop gloating about the case being dropped. On that podcast, you even said, why? This is not Jamaica, you know. It's America, right? And they would find something, some little thing they would find. Forgive me some time. They are not doing that, CMR. They didn't have enough evidence. Yes? So they're not going to find some little thing for put on you, some little charge to put on you. That's not how it works. And as I said before, bigger cases than yours has been thrown out due to lack of evidence. That doesn't mean that those people are scot-free and they can do as they please. Like you can't do as you please, because as I said before, I'm almost sure that you can't go back to your house because the narcissist in you wouldn't allow you to not go back home if you could.